A company called Top Employers Institute Africa has done a survey, a global survey of all the top companies to work for globally, the best companies. And of course, there were also South African companies. Okay. And we pick up few companies that are South Africans that were top best performers globally when it comes to HR standard of excellence. One of which is Discovery, shocking, eh? One of which is Discovery, West Bank, Bob, Dimension Data, and even Tiger Brand, to mention the few. So when this company that was doing a survey, when they look at the bottom line of these companies, they look at the profit, and they looked at why these companies were performing so well. One of the top thing, or should I say the first thing they discovered, was the fact that these companies took training and development of their staff seriously. Training, nothing else but training. There were other things, but training was top of the chart. It's amazing how most companies out there, or should I say, even managers for that matter, they don't care, they totally disregard training of their employees. So we look at that today. It's amazing. It's amazing. Some of these employees, or should I say, some of these managers, you hear them complaining with things like, Moses, Mr. Moses, training wastes time. We don't have time to train these people. I mean, like, they need to be at work. They need to be in their desk. That's one of the excuses or the reasons why they can't train their staff. Another reason, of course, is, Mr. Makatini, what if I train them and they leave? And of course, my question is always, what if you don't train them and they stay? Then what? You'll be stuck with these people who can't perform, who make sure that you don't achieve your bottom line. Imagine that. Now, let's look at what happens if you don't train your staff. Number one, obviously, employees won't be able to know how to do their job. And sooner or later, my friend, that will lead to high employee turnover. You don't want to be in that position, believe me. Number two, unskilled employees waste a whole lot of time asking for help for them to perform their duties, which will, of course, delay production. Supervisors waste their valuable time checking on their unskilled employees, which, of course, waste a whole lot of time. That's number three. Number four, the untrained staff are more vulnerable to injuries. That's the scariest part of the whole thing. They're very, very, very much vulnerable to injuries because they don't know any better. Untrained staff can cause unnecessary expenses, like reimbursing of unsatisfied customers who is not coming back, by the way. I hope managers grow to the fact that untrained staff will result in a dissatisfied customers that will not return.